Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I know it was pretty tough. I'm going to go over here and talk about kind of what happened and kind of where we expect to go. Bitcoin there is an argument for a pattern that we could get very bullish here and maybe start targeting 93,000. I'm not going to just throw that number out there, but 93,000, I'll show you guys why I'm saying that, because it's happened before as far as some things I'm saying. We'll go over that, okay? I want to give us some hope, but I also want to, on this channel, cover both sides of the market and not just give us what we want to see. I will show you guys both of what I'm seeing as far as a move down still further and then a possible bounce up here. All right, guys, we ended up going over the weekend 89 for 89 wins. We've actually continued to win trades here as the market's been going down. It's been really nice. We took an 8.83% profit on Matic for 50%, and then our other stop loss for 50% got hit. And then we're actually back in another trade. I'll show you guys this for Matic after that one got taken out, and we're currently sitting here at a 3.32 in the negative on our first buy limit, which is very, very healthy because we still have 3 other buy limits to go. All right, guys, in the second half of this video, I will show you guys how to trade with me, how you guys can get in the Telegram channel and take all of our trades so you guys can trade along. We've never lost a trade even in this bear market. We are still coming out and pulling out wins, 8 to 7, 10% profits on these bear market moves. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. All right, let's go over this. Let's take a look because I know I'm going to get questions this morning. And by the way, guys, we had some emergencies come up with some of the employees I had. So give me some extra grace this morning on replying to emails. I think we have like 200 emails from the weekend. So I promise you guys I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But just letting you guys know that it's not like anything bad's happening. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but I'm here for you, I promise. All right, let's go over this. Price versus money flow. Here's what I want us to look at. What we saw in here was that we saw the trend exhaustion push up to the close to the top red section. Great. This is where I wasn't expected to see any type of crazy pumps back up, but it's where I was expected to see some type of a drop back down, which is what we usually see when this happens. When we get up into the top red section here and we start seeing, the money flow start pushing up here as well, this is where drops can happen. And this is kind of what I was looking at last week a little bit. Now, I'll be honest, guys, going into the weekend, from what we were looking at before we went into the weekend, I was looking for this bounce back up here on this ascending support line. Obviously, the whole market just kind of took everyone by surprise and we crashed here. And it was one of the craziest crashes I've actually witnessed live. And I was like, we were buying into our buy limits as this was happening. So we were looking at this and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can understand the move back down. That makes sense. But a move that far took me by surprise. And I'm going to be totally honest about that. What we ended up seeing, obviously, was the trend exhaustion started pushing into the bottom red section when the wick started moving down here, which meant, obviously, we're going to see a bounce back up because people were buying just honestly, the incredible demand of Bitcoin because the price was so low. And you guys will see that. Money flow is low here and people were buying. This is where I ended up buying up another $50,000 of crypto over the weekend. I have whatever I keep in my account, I always have it at minimum another 100% of that in another account just so I can keep buying the dips. And I'll go into that more in some other videos this week about risk management, but I want to point that out to you guys. You guys want to be getting the trend exhaustion and the price versus money flow. This is how we have been able to call almost every single drop in Bitcoin before it's happened. This is something that you guys can have on your side to be like, you know what, if you're getting into positions and you're thinking, is this going to bounce up? Is it going to go to the moon? Should I, put more cash in or should I not? Should I invest everything right now? It's something you guys definitely want to watch because this did end up calling the crash here for a move back down. Maybe not this far, but saying, hey guys, we're up in this top section here and we are looking for this move back down in Bitcoin. And then now that we got down here, we're sitting there. Now, a question I'm going to get is this very interesting. The money flow is heading up here, although the trend exhaustion is heading down. This shows us the price structure is heading down here, but money is flowing into the market, so the whales are buying the dip. That's the easiest way to interpret that. This is a bullish sign from a money flow perspective because we're getting this, obviously this move back down here, and I don't think we're going to get a lower low in here and get divergence or anything like that. I think that's too far to go down. But what I am seeing here is that we have somewhat of a divergence here where one of our indicators is showing we're going to the downside while money's flowing back into the market, which could actually end up pushing us up here. Now, watch this. I told you guys 93,000. Here's why I say 93,000. If we come over here, let's go to the daily time frame for a second. I want us to look at this. We also see this, guys. I want to point this out on the daily. If you see the exhaustion is down here as well as the money flow, we are seeing money flow back into the market on the daily time frame as well as us pushing up here on the trend exhaustion. This could be a bullish sign that we start heading back up. Take a Fibonacci retracement from the last let's say low and the higher low is the best way to describe that. Take the high and take the low. What we ended up seeing here was almost a perfect 50% Fibonacci pretty much consolidation and then a bounce up from there. Now, did we hit the 1.6? No, we did not hit anywhere close to the 1.6. But what we did see, 1.6 would be up here, we did see a very nice rebound in the market. Well, what I'm looking at right now is we are in the same spot for a rebound of the 50% retracement right now. So we could actually start maybe getting a little bit bullish here to start maybe seeing either consolidation on the daily time frame or maybe actually a move back up here because we're exactly within that 50% retracement. Crypto loves retracements. I did a video on Bitcoin probably now a month ago where I showed you guys how accurate 50% retracements are for the crypto world. Bitcoin loves this. It loves to bounce off 50%. So even on a daily time frame, yeah, we might see a little bit of movement down here a little bit and maybe drop down to $45,000 a little bit. But this is actually somewhat of a bullish sign that we could start heading back up here, getting into profits. Even if we come back to break even and hit 60,000, like almost every single one of our trades are going to be in the profit. And that's going to be quite a bit of money in here, because if you guys were following us on this channel, I'm going to go over the metrics now, and then we're going to go over the buy limits of how to get into these trades. We were buying this like crazy. Like I told you guys, like another $50,000. So we're sitting currently, let me refresh this so you guys can see this, to just let you guys know it's honest of where we're at. Give it a second. We're at 95,575. Okay. We are currently down. This is going to make it very simple for us with $100,000 invested in here. And I have another 1,000 I'm going to be taking out because there's a transfer from my Coinbase wallet of USDC. I updated people on Telegram. But basically, we're at 100,000 here. So we're down about 5%, 4.5%. On the entire portfolio, guys, down 4.5%. Now, I know I injected more money in here and we bought the dip, and I'll talk about that in more videos. But I wanted to let you guys know, like, setting up buy limits of how we trade in here is going to keep your accounts a lot safer than those that don't. And we are not using any leverage over here, because people who use leverage, those accounts aren't looking too good today, okay? Let's take a look at what we can see as far as the metrics going into this week for Bitcoin. These are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. The emotional index obviously is pushed down here into anxiousness. This was from yesterday, and we're going to update here in about an hour and 20 minutes. This has obviously got people a lot, anxious and very fearful. Now, as I've been telling you guys what happens when people are anxious and fearful in the market, this really is the best time to buy, and where wells and institutions come in and they buy the fear and the greed of all the retail traders, okay? What we saw in here in this metric is showing that long trades were heading out as well as short trades, which is kind of interesting. Short trades heading out of the market actually shows a bullish sentiment because they don't think it's going to go down too much further and we're going to bounce. Long trades moving out of the market actually shows us kind of a bearish sentiment. So this actually, although they're both going down, it's actually a tug of war and an opposite kind of sentiment on the market. I think what happened is a lot of people were very anxious, and I covered this on Friday on Bitcoin. Even the wealth institutions are like, what's going to happen here? Like, are we going to bounce? Are we going to go back down? And what we ended up seeing was a lot of indecision, which I'll show that to you guys, which was right around here. We were not seeing very high metric bars. And then right when that happened, an incredible amount of long trade sentiment came in the market to buy the dip. And I'll go over that in a second, because that's exactly what we did. And those of you guys who had your buy limit set up, you were part of that group that ended up buying at lower prices. Okay, long versus short trade risk, definitely sitting in the good long or great long trade area, because obviously we're heading down here. Okay, well, in institutional smart money, I just went over this, but basically we saw indecision followed by an incredible amount of decision. It wasn't, taken by surprise what wells institutions were doing here. They were clearly buying the dip when the market was going down. An incredible buying opportunity for everybody who had their buy limits set up, and you guys didn't over leverage. I always recommend that you guys use at minimum 3 buy limits, but I'm using 4 buy limits on the charts here, and that's why I say that, because you never know when you're going to crash back down. If you always prepare to lose the trade, that will keep you in good risk management. I'm going to try to come out with like a master class on risk management and mastering your emotions, and hopefully I can explain that in more detail. That'll come out probably in Q1 of this year. Take a look at this. We are seeing, obviously, we push down, and we don't even have any supports down here. So we actually have to go back to the chart and take a look at this. I think the greatest next structure support is just clearly down here at about 40,500, maybe we can argue like 41,000, close to wick value. So can it head down further? Yes, it can absolutely head down further. People can wake up on this Monday morning, Monday and Tuesday, and say, hey, we don't have confidence. Some whale out there can be like, no, I don't think it's going to go up anymore. And they create the snowball effect of the market crashing. I'm looking for a breakdown of the structure on the 4-hour time frame of right around here. So if we break down below the structure support of about 47,000, that could then be pushing us a little bit further down, or it could be a bear trap to the downside. Based off the metrics and the indicators here, it is looking more bullish, I would say, this week than bearish of just keep heading down and like breaking this low here. I would say we have a greater chance of heading back up here in a bullish fashion this week than coming down and breaking the low. That's what I'm personally seeing on these charts here, okay? Let's keep going here, and I'll show you guys how to get into these trades so you don't have to miss another one. Dollar cost average entries, guys. This came out yesterday and gave you guys one of the best signals we've possibly ever had, obviously because we're in this crash here. This is saying if you guys want to hold in the market for 5 to 10 years, and you have, let's say, $10,000, you want to throw in $1,000 at each green line, that is fantastic. You guys are dollar cost averaging in here and holding for 10, 20, 30 years, as long as you guys want, just picking up very good discounts on crypto, and it's very simple to trade, putting money in the market and holding, okay? This down here is showing us exit points. We haven't seen much come out here, but that's why we use the indicators, and that's why they're so powerful, and you guys can get them in the description. Literally, these are 81% off. You guys can get these right now. And this shows you guys how I'm able to predict the moves back down. And I'm also using them to call exits, which is how we've been able to win these 89 for 89 trades. And we'll probably go 90 for 90 this week. Okay. Looking at this down here at the golden cross, we are still in a golden cross, which is a 50 above the 200-day moving average. But obviously the price is moving down quite a bit here. So definitely want to keep watching that. All right. That is the analysis for Bitcoin. I want to transition into the video now for those of you guys who are new that want to start trading with us so you guys can feel confident. Even in a flash crash bear market, we have still been winning trades through this, and our account is doing great. And I want to come along and teach you guys how I'm managing this, and also giving you guys updates here about what I've been purchasing, and giving you guys kind of some insider looks here into the S&P 500 and how that's been, correlated with Bitcoin. Here's the deal. You guys, it's $49 a month. This will give you guys access to all of our trade entries as well as all of the metrics. This price is going to go up, and I will grandfather all of you guys in, okay? That'll give you guys access to all the metrics, and then it's going to give you guys access to the live trades, which is how we've been able to enter every single one of these 89 wins has all been called from this channel page right here. I'll even show you guys how to get in the Telegram channel. Let's dive in here. Let's make this fast because I don't want to spend too much time here. I have other videos I want to get out for you guys today. But here's the deal. Every single day, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, all our metrics update. The entire website actually just updates at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so it's an always updating website. What you guys are going to do is simply take the amount that you guys want to trade each of our coins with. Let's say it's $1,000. You're going to split this $1,000 into each of the 4 buy limits I have posted on our website. So buy limit 1, 2, 3, and 4 down here, okay? What you're going to do is put 25% of your trade allocation, so $1,000, 25% will be $250. You guys pick the amount. It doesn't matter. Just 25% at each of these levels. Once your first buy limit gets hit, you guys want to wait for... Let me say this a different way. Keep all of your buy limits where they're at. I get this question a lot. Once the first buy limit is hit and you guys have all these set up in your exchange, don't move anything below, and don't move the sell limit. These sell limits and buy limits are going to update, throughout the week for new traders who are coming to our channel. So this always has a best trade up for new trades set up for new traders, okay? Once your first buy limit is hit, you do want to come up here and set your sell limit for 100% in case we shoot up overnight. That's going to be a jackpot win for all of you guys. Once you have that set up, you guys want to come down here and join me in the Telegram channel where I am calling trade exits with the indicators. So you guys want to sign up on your phone or your computer first. And once you guys do that, you want to come over here and then get joined into the Telegram channel. It's actually a hot link you guys will receive once you click this. It will say, hey, here's the Telegram channel link. You click that, and then you'll be added in over here. Now, the indicators are what we're using to call exits on these crypto markets. And that's how we were able to call this actual exit over here, because it was such a ridiculously crazy move back up, crazy move down, a move back up. Literally right after we called this, Matic ended up crashing back down. Like, it was not a small little move back down. We ended up getting out on this candle wick right here. See that one that's actually let me show, like right there. And then right after, like literally right after we got out at the top here, this thing took a crazy dump. And so I set up the new buy limits, and you guys all got in a very good favorable position down here. So great job for setting up the buy limits. Here's the thing. You guys want to set those up and get into our trades with the buy limits and then join the Telegram channel. Here is the deal on the indicators right now. You guys actually get 81% off all of our indicators right now for the bundle pack. It is the craziest deal I have going on right now. At minimum, you guys want to come over here and get the price for swell money flow, the trend dashboard, and trend exhaustion. These 3 indicators are what I'm using every day on the YouTube videos, as well as what I'm using on the Telegram channel to call exits. Get these 3 at minimum. The thing with this is if you guys are going to get these 3, I would pay a few more bucks and actually just get the bundle pack where you guys are going to get 81% off everything, and you're going to get 6+ indicators on top of these 3, so a total of 9 that you guys can have on your charts. So definitely get these set up this week and follow over here. And honestly, like if I were to tell you guys, if my parents were watching this, it would be set up your buy limits. We may not have a buying opportunity like this again for a while if this is actually where the 50% retracement is and we start moving back up. There is an argument out there, guys, that this move right here, back up in the market where we pushed into the bull market cycle right here, could actually be what we start seeing here because of the 50% retracement over here based off the structure off this run that I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. So this is the time. I'm not going to change the sentiment. I believe this is time to be buying, not time to be selling. So make sure you guys have your buy limit set up so you're protected and you're not putting all your money into one single trade, and you guys are able to actually have good risk management. That's what I want to teach you guys over here. I'm not going to stop calling out wins over here. And if we take a loss, I'll be honest, guys, but we've never taken a loss, and we're going to try to go. Here's the goal, 95 for 95 wins in the month of December. If we hit 100 for 100, that's going to be awesome. And I'll also keep you guys updated with what's happening with my account as well, trying to push this over $100,000 this week. So God bless you guys so much. We could be seeing a bullish market come here for Bitcoin and the whole market in general, but make sure you guys buy limits are set up, get the price or swell money flow, the trend exhaustion, the bundle, set that up before that price goes up, as well as make sure you guys are in the membership before I raise the price of that as well. This is probably one of the greatest places you guys will be able to trade, make profits, and be confident while you trade. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. God bless you so much, and I'll keep coming out with more videos today to give you guys some market updates. Everything you need is in the description, guys. Bye.